wonderful world of Disney. The Wacky Zoo of Morgan City.
Good morning, Charlie.
Paper this morning, Mr. Mayor?
Charlie, you know I don't read the morning paper. I'll pick up a Clarion from you tonight.
I thought maybe you'd want to today your pictures on the front page.
My pictures in the Gazette?
Yeah. It says, Mayor Philbrick begins his last 6 months in office. Then it says, very thankfully the people of Morgan City will only have to put up with this
shenanigans. Yeah, that's enough, Charlie. I'll take it.
They've been going like crazy this morning. Everybody must sure like your picture.
Yes, they certainly must, yeah. Oh, Charlie, how many of these do you have?
About 20.
20. I'll take them all.
You will?
There you are.
Gosh, thanks a lot, Mr. Mayor.
You're certainly welcome. Oh, no.
Mr. Mayor.
Not right now.
Mayor Philbrick. About that job.
You don't have to wait till later. Mitch, accountants are very hard to place. Besides, they need you down at the Department of Water and Power.
No, they don't. They don't need me down there at all. Look, Mr. Mayor, you promised you'd find something else for me.
Yeah, well, I see my assistant.
But I've seen Mr. Becker. He always tells me to see you.
Oh, does he? Well, see me in a couple of weeks.
But, Mr. Mayor...
Goodbye, Mitch. Good morning, Gertrude.
Morning.
Becker.
Morning, boss. Say, this sure is a good picture of you in the paper.
I don't want to hear anything about that picture in the paper. Oh, sorry, boy. Anything this morning, Gertrude?
Yes, the ladies from the Art and Music Society are in your office.
Yeah, they want to show you some more sketches for the art gallery. I tried to brush them off.
You try to brush them off. Becker, I do the brushing off around here. Besides, they require special treatment. These are influential ladies. You gotta handle them with kid gloves.
You're spending a lot of money for an art gallery in an election year. Boss, you're already in enough hot water with the voters.
Tell me about the hot water. I know about the hot water. And don't you call me boss in front of these ladies. Now, you just keep your mouth shut and I'll handle this. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, good morning. So nice to see you. And Maggie. Maggie, you always look so... What have you brought me today, then? Oh, more sketches for the proposed museum. Oh, I see you've made little... Oh, they're lovely. I tell you, ladies, it's really... Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, that's really top it off.
Bernard, we can count on you then, Bernard.
Yeah, well, I think, as you know, ladies, in my 12 years as mayor of Morgan City, I think the record will show that I have done everything in my power to encourage interest in the cultural arts. As I said on the very first day that I took office, I said, as a servant of the people...
We want this to go through.
Oh, you want it to go through, yes. How much?
Oh, you don't have to worry about the money. We'll raise it.
Oh, well...
All we need is 25 acres of land. That's your part of it, Bernard.
25 acres? Well, land is awfully high, Maggie. I don't know that I can get the council to put it up.
Oh, we've already picked out a spot.
Where?
And a beautiful location indeed.
Where?
Oh, I'm sure the council would approve.
Yes, I'm sure. Where?
The zoo.
The zoo? Oh, well, just a minute, ladies. The zoo is a landmark. Maggie, I can't go around tearing down landmarks.
Really, Bernard, we expected your help.
Well, I'm not saying that it can't be done, but...
Think what the Mayor Bernard J. Philbrick Municipal Art Museum can mean to the children of Morgan City.
Well, Oh, the Mayor Bernard J. Philbrick Art Museum. Well, not very many people go out to that zoo anymore. I mean, just a few children once in a while.
Yeah, and they can't even vote.
No, they can't even...
Well, Bernard?
Well, I'm sure I can convince the council. Although I might just give you a little word of advice. You see, the council doesn't meet until late in August, and I think it would be wise if we kept this from them until just before they met. Now, that way we can avoid any backlash of sympathy for the zoo.
When it comes time for publicity, my husband's newspaper will back you completely.
I'm sure the mayor is aware of the strength of our support.
Yes, and very gratified for it, too, Maggie. Very gratified. Well, ladies, this should be quite a boon for our city.
And a boon for your administration, too.
I'm not worried about that. The museum is the important thing. Goodbye, ladies. Goodbye. Thank you. Well, Becker, the Mayor Bernard J. Philbrick Municipal Art Museum. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
I guess so.
What do you mean you guess so?
Oh, I can understand them naming it a racetrack or something like that after you, but an art gallery?
Don't judge people by yourself. I've always been a student of the arts. The arts. Besides, that gives me just what I need for the next election, a cause.
A cause?
Yes, a cause. There's no election with a nickel without a cause. Why, those women will be running around, they'll be gathering money, they'll be promoting the museum, they'll be plugging in the newspapers. Pretty soon people are going to think that is the biggest thing that ever hit this town, and there I'll be, right in the middle of the crest of the wave, riding it right into another term in office.
That's pretty good thinking, boss.
Well, of course it's good thinking.
But the only thing is, what if people object to the zoo being torn down?
Well, now, why would anybody possibly object to a thing like that? That zoo has been going downhill for years. All it has to do is continue at its present course for a few more months. And with old Al running the place, we've got no problem there.
Don't you remember? Old Al's retiring.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
Well, you signed an okay on it last week.
Well, how do I know what I'm signing? You keep shoving papers under my pen. I don't... When is he leaving?
Monday.
Monday. What are we going to do?
I've been working on it, boss, but it's hard to get anybody cheap that knows what he's doing.
We don't want anybody that knows what he's doing.
Oh. Well, that puts it in a different light. We know a lot of people who don't know what they're doing.
Wait a minute. I've got just the man. He's perfect. The worst possible choice.
But Mayor Philbrick, I don't know anything about running a zoo.
Well, you don't have to. You'll get to like it. I mean, you like animals, don't you?
Well,
You had a dog when you were a kid?
well, yeah.
See, there you like animals.
Everybody had a dog when they were a kid.
I never did.
I'll ask old Al to stay on down there for a while until you get acquainted.
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I just have no business at the zoo. I mean, I don't think I'd like it at all.
Well, we all can't do what we would like, and I don't want you to underestimate this. This is an administrative position. You're going to be a department head. Why, it's a stepping stone.
A stepping stone? To what?
We'll go into the details later about that. Becker, where is the contract?
Look, Mr. Mayor, I don't want to disappoint you, but frankly, I've kind of found a home down at the Department of Water and Power.
Well, let's put it this way. You found a new home. And as you said, you wouldn't want to disappoint me. Would you?
Nancy? Nancy?
I'm here in the kitchen, Mitch. But don't come in, the floor's wet.
Guess what happened to me today?
You're gonna run the zoo.
How did you know?
It was on TV.
It was.
Mitch, how'd you ever let them do that to you?
I don't know. The mayor called me at the office, told me to come right over. I got all excited. I thought he was going to make me city manager or something. I never felt so let down in my life. Me at a zoo. I can't believe it.
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
I heard about it.
Yeah?
Sorry.
Well, I mean, there's nothing to be sorry about.
That's Ralph. He gets so impatient.
Ralph. That's all I need now, Ralph.
Hi, Ralph.
Hi. Hi, Mrs. Collins. Mr. Collins.
Hi, Ralph.
Ralph.
Sit down, Ralph.
Thanks a lot. Gee, I'm sorry about the news.
Look, everybody doesn't have to feel sorry. You'd think I was gonna die or something.
Oh, Dad, it's just that you're a good accountant. But running a zoo...
Well, it's not so bad. I mean, it'll give me a chance to get out in the open air, and I've always loved animals. I even had a dog when I was a boy.
Well, I guess that does help.
Besides, it's not gonna be forever. I mean, the mayor said I should consider it as a sort of a stepping stone.
A stepping stone to what?
He didn't say.
Oh.
Mr. Collins, my dad always says that a person will be a success if he does what he really likes. And as long as you like that sort of thing, well, I'm sure you'll make a success of it.
Thank you.
Come on, Ralph, let's get a sandwich.
Ralph has confidence in me. Isn't that wonderful?
Dad? Gee, Dad, how lucky!
What?
Running the zoo, Dad. That's even better than being the governor.
Well, I don't know about that.
Congratulations, Mr. Collins.
Well, thank you, Rosemary.
Yeah, congratulations.
Timmy, thank you.
I can be your helper, okay, Dad? You're all set as your best helper. Remember, Dad?
Well, I guess I will need a little help.
Gee, Dad, you're terrific. See, I told you you'd let us help. Come on. See, I told you there are a lot of animals here.
Yeah. Good morning.
Hi there.
We didn't mean to barge in, but the turnstile out front,
That turnstile was broken years ago. I never did get around to fixing it. Say, you must be the new zoo master.
Yes, I'm Mitch Collins, and this is my son, Noah.
I'm Casey. Al Casey. Everybody just calls me Old Al.
Hi, old Al. What's the record player for?
Oh, that's the call of the wire to make the animals turn up. We gotta keep them worked up for feeding time.
Well, why don't you go ahead and eat your breakfast first? We'll just look around.
This is not my breakfast. It's for Gummy.
I never heard of a lion eating oatmeal before.
Perhaps you'd never heard of a lion as old as Gummy.
What are you doing?
I'm taking his blood pressure.
Does he have high blood pressure?
No. Low. Mr. Collins, what zoos have you worked for before?
Well, actually none.
Oh, you're a zoology teacher.
No, actually, I'm from the Department of Water and Power.
He was an accountant.
You mean to say that you've never studied animals? Or worked in a zoo? Huh. That's interesting. You can have 6 cooked carrots in the morning and 6 in the evening, but no more. Will you remember that, son?
Sure, I'll remember everything you tell me, old Al. Does the camel have a tooth problem, too?
No, his problem is more digestive.
You have a few health problems here?
No, not really, when you think of the ages. And now, for the hot water.
Hot water? Well, what's the hot water for?
Okay, Pancho. Come along, old fella. I know you don't like a cold bath, so we'll give you a nice warm bath. In you go. Go on, go on. Come on, let's go. There's someone else I want you to see. They found him out in the woods suffering with pneumonia. Brought him in and I finally cured him. There he is. You know, there's a doctor's book in the office. I think you might find it real handy.
Wait a minute. You mean I'm gonna have to take care of these animals when they're sick?
Sure. There's no money for a vet or anything like that. I suppose you just have to learn.
Well, I don't know if I want to learn. I mean, this is all crazy.
Crazy?
Well, yeah, I mean, the animals are all old or sick or both. What kind of a zoo is this?
It's a very good zoo. Well, of course, the first couple of days are going to be pretty tough. But after you solve a few problems by yourself.
By myself? You're going to stay on for a week, aren't you?
Well, the mayor asked me to, but I told him I couldn't.
Well, when are you leaving?
This afternoon.
This afternoon? You're leaving this afternoon?
Aye.
I've had it. I'm sorry, but I've had it. This is the wackiest zoo I've ever seen. Lions with high blood pressure, camels with no teeth. This isn't a zoo, it's a hospital.
Gee, couldn't you stay for a little while? Dad's awful nervous.
I'm sorry, son. I can't.
Why not?
Well, you see, the animals have got to learn that you and your dad are going to take over. But the longer I stay here, the longer it'll take them. So, the sooner they change over, the sooner they'll be relying on you. Instead of me.
You'll come back again, won't you, old Al?
Sure. I come back again sometime. I hope.
It says, once a week to be sure to retape Henry's horn.
Are you sure that's Henry?
Sure, Dad. He's the only one with a broken horn. It says, but be sure to get to know him first, because he acts kind of funny sometimes.
He's looking kind of funny at me right now.
I'll get it, Dad.
If it's for me, I'll take it. Okay, easy boy. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho.
Hello? Yes? This is the Morgan City Zoo. Dreyfus who?
Dreyfus Bacchus. You know that old farm up on Red Hill Road?
Oh, yes, I know.
Well, we got an emergency. Got a pelican holed up in my barn. Police chief told me to call you. And look, bring all the help you can get. This bird's the fiercest thing I've ever seen.
We'll take care of it, Mr. Bacchus. Don't worry about a thing. Bye. Come on, Dad. We gotta hurry.
Hurry? What are you talking about?
It's an emergency. The chief of police said to call us. The fiercest bird he's ever seen. Come on, Dad.
Well, how are we we gonna catch the bird? We don't have any help.
Well, maybe we can get Ralph. He's probably at our house. He always is.
Ralph? All right. But next time I answer the phone.
Come on, everybody. It's an emergency. Come on.
All right, Noah, what's the emergency?
We're going to catch a pelican.
All right, now, Noah, you get the stuff out of the back of the truck. We'll meet you out back. Let's go.
Stare at him, Ralph. Show him who's boss.
Don't move. I don't have anywhere to go.
Noah, come back here.
Here, you hold the rope, Noah.
My gosh.
Look out.
Noah.
Stay back, Noah.
Be careful, Mitch.
Hey, what do we have here, Mitch?
Scott, what are you doing here?
Well, the police chief called up the editor, and the editor wanted some pictures.
Hey, don't print that!
Neat. It's on the first page.
Yeah.
Ralph, you look terrific.
Yeah, Ralph, it's kind of hard to tell whether you're afraid of the camera or the pelican.
I think I'm gonna get sick.
Oh, don't be silly. You look perfectly all right.
You know, Mom, if Ralph's going to get sick anymore, I just wish he'd get sick before dinner. Morning, Mr. Collins.
Hi.
I'm Mr. Collins.
Oh. Hi, Larry. How are you?
Oh, fine, fine.
What brings you out here?
Well, it's not me, it's Mark. He wants to donate his raccoon to the zoo.
I don't want to donate home to nobody.
You understand how it is, Mitch, living where we live. It's almost impossible.
Well, I'm sorry, Larry. I mean, we're just not equipped to take any animals. We got enough trouble with the ones we have.
Hey, just a minute, mister. Now, you just took a pelican off a farmer's hands yesterday. What do you mean you won't take our animals?
Well, you see, that was an emergency.
You don't think this is an emergency?
Well, I just think it's wrong to take animals away from kids. I mean, they love them.
They could visit them, Dad.
Well, I guess we could handle a few.
At long last, the long-dormant Morgan City Zoo has received a shot in the arm. A shot in the arm by the name of Mitch Collins. Mitch was recently appointed by Mayor Philbrick as zoo director. This is probably one of the mayor's best appointments in the past year.
Gee, and this is the afternoon paper. That's the paper that's supposed to like you.
I know the afternoon paper when I see it. Just keep out of this. The new animals taken into the zoo will be cared for not only by Mitch and his son Noah, but by neighborhood children. It's going to be a real community project, so we urge everyone, bring your pet animals to the zoo where they can be enjoyed by all.
Yeah, I never thought Mitch Collins would turn out like this.
No, you never thought. That's why we have Mitch Collins in the first place.
Well, you selected Mitch Collins. I didn't.
Now, don't you try and throw the blame on me. Don't stand in front of my intercom either. Yes?
Mrs. Hardwick is here to see you, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, well, I'll send her in. Would you get out of my way? Everywhere I want to go, there you are. As if I don't have enough troubles. And now this battle axe breathing down my neck. look who's... Maggie! Maggie! So good to see you, Maggie. I was just talking about you a few minutes ago to Becker, wasn't I, Becker? I was saying, I wonder how Maggie and the ladies from the Music and Arts Society...
Bernard, have you read the paper?
The paper?
The article about the zoo.
Oh, the zoo. Did I read anything in the paper about the zoo, Becker?
Yeah, we were reading it just now.
Oh, yes, I do recall seeing something in there about that. That was a most unfortunate piece of journalism.
You're quite correct. Publicity for the zoo is exactly what we don't need. Oh, I hope you were right in selecting Mitch Collins to run it.
Oh, Maggie, I can vouch for him. I've known him for 14 years. Believe me, he's a born failure.
I hope so. This art gallery means a lot to me, Bernard.
Oh, and to me, too, Maggie, to me, too. Now, you tell the ladies not to worry. They've heard the last of the zoo. Oh, I'm going to nip this thing right in the bud. There are people here, Becker. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Oh, young man, excuse me. Is Mr. Collins here today, do you know?
Sure, he's always here. He's in the zoo office.
Oh, yeah. He's always here. Why doesn't he phone in sick once in a while like the rest of the city employees?
Well, boss, he's only been here 3 days.
McLaughlin, how are you today?
Just fine, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, isn't it a lovely day?
It's our first time here. The baby just loves the zoo.
Oh, yeah, that's little Susie.
George.
Oh, George, yes, of course. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, hoochie goo. Oogie woo. Yee woo woo woo. Woo 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 woogie. Oogie woo. Gucci goo.
Well, I think I'd better be going.
Good day, Miss McLaughlin. Good day. I'll handle the oochie-goochie going around here.
Sorry, boss.
Becker, this is the sort of thing we've got to put a stop to. All these children are staring in cages. Why aren't they in school?
Well, there's summer vacation, boss.
Well, did you ever hear of summer school? Now, look at this. Look at... What's the matter, little boy? Huh? Little boy, this is your mayor speaking. What's the matter?
My kitty got into there and I can't get him out.
Well, it serves you right. You should leave your kitty at home. He shouldn't bring his kitty to a zoo, for heaven's sake.
But my father made me bring him.
Oh, your father. His father made him. I'll get your kitty. Never mind. Get away. I'll handle it. I'll get him. Don't worry about it. I'll handle the whole thing. Here, kitty. Come on, kitty. Here, kitty. Better get this thing off of me.
Ben, it's a wildcat.
Here, get it. Oh.
Gee, thanks, mister.
Did it hurt your hand?
Did it hurt my hand? It sunk its teeth in my hand, didn't it? Did you ever have anybody? Did it hurt my... Oh.
Oh, hi there, Mr. Mayor. How are you?
Don't you, how are you, me?
What happened?
What happened? One of those juvenile delinquents that you encouraged to bring animals to the zoo.
Bet him.
One of the children?
No, his bobcat bit me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll bet you are. Collins, I want you to get in line.
What do you mean?
You're an accountant. I sent you down here to balance the books, to cut costs. How are you going to cut costs if you keep bringing new animals in to feed? Becker, what's our weekly budget for feed? Hurry up.
$40.
$40. I'll bet you've gone over that right now.
I think I have.
Think you have? I know you have. You got $40 worth of lettuce here alone. How are you going to cut costs if you're going to run a boarding house for every animal in town that people don't want?
Well, I guess that means no new animals, huh?
That's exactly what it means, unless you can figure out a way to feed them.
Right.
Let's go, Becker. Get out of the way.
Boy, no new animals. The kids thought we were going to have the best zoo in the whole world.
Enough money to feed the animals. Don't give up yet, Noah.
Mitch Collins announced today that through the very generous donation of a patron, the Morgan City Zoo has come into possession of a kissing bear. This stellar attraction should add considerably to the growing crowds attending the Morgan City Zoo. Things couldn't be worse. How do you explain a thing like that?
Well, Maggie, unfortunately, up to now, I've had to delegate authority to my assistants, but I'm going to get into this myself from now on. Well, there are such responsibilities and nobody that you can count on. It's not easy being the mayor of a city like this, Maggie.
Yeah, but it's a lot better than that job you had down at the dairy.
Would you keep out of this?
Bernard, it's time for clear thinking on this matter. Now, you've approached this entirely the wrong way. What we really need is to have Mitch Collins on our side.
I guess you're right, but we can hardly tell him our plans for the zoo. He might accuse me of
double dealing.
Find another spot for him in your organization.
Maggie, I'm already criticized for the number of relatives, of people that I have.
Well, you'd never be criticized for taking on a man like Mitch Collins. With his work at the zoo, your office would gain much-needed prestige.
Well, it would get him out of the zoo, wouldn't it? Maggie, you know, you should have been a politician.
Yes. Now, offer him a good position, one that he can't turn down.
Oh, I've got the exact spot for her.
Good morning, Mr. Mayor.
Good morning. How are you? Becker, that's the first thing you have to do. Get rid of all these grubby kids. Kids attract more kids.
Boss, I'm not the one to run this place.
You're perfect. I'm surprised I didn't think you in the first place. Can you beat that? They really do have a kissing bear here. Oh, yeah.
Well, hello, Mayor Philbrick. So nice to see you.
Oh, Councilman Parson. What are you doing here?
Oh, I thought I'd take the day off, bring my granddaughter Monica out here. You remember Monica, don't you?
Oh, yes, and how are you today, little girl? Well.
How are you, Monica?
I see you're playing hooky, too.
Oh, no. Actually, I'm here on business.
Well, that Mitch Collins is doing a good job. That appointment was a stroke of genius, Mr. Mayor.
Well, thank you.
And that kissing bear is really a topper. He seems to like your assistant.
He does? Becker, come over here.
Well, we have to be moving along. See the monkeys. Give the mayor a nice big hug and kiss, honey. Bye-bye, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, good to see you.
Gee, where'd you get the ice cream?
Never mind where I got the ice cream. That's the sort of thing we're here to put a stop to, and you over there kissing the bear.
I couldn't help it. I was just watching him, and he just started kissing me.
No wonder I'm always in trouble. If you weren't married to my sister, how I talk to Mitch Collins, you just keep your mouth shut.
Well, if I have to keep my mouth shut, why'd you make me come down here?
When I appoint your zookeeper, I want to tell people that you've had some experience. The least thing you can do is walk through here a couple of times without kissing everything you see. Mitch, how are you?
Oh, fine, Mr. Mayor. What's the matter with your ear there?
Oh, it's nothing.
Well, we haven't seen you in a while.
Well, you know how it is down at City Hall. We're busy down there, but we're not too busy to keep our eye on you.
Well, I hope you don't mind my charging admission. It was the only way we could bring in new animals without...
Oh, no. On the contrary, I think that was a stroke of genius. Yes, I think that was the one. In fact, you're a real get-upper and doer.
Well, thank you.
As a matter of fact, you're too good for this place. I've been talking to my advisors about you, and we all agree it's time that we moved you up in my organization.
Move me up?
Yes. How would you like to be the assistant mayor of Morgan City?
Assistant mayor? Are you serious?
No, I've never been more serious in my life.
Well, what about Mr. Becker?
Who? Oh, Mr. Becker. I've got other plans for him.
I don't know what to say. I mean, you caught me completely unawares.
I think it's something you shouldn't rush into. You ought to give it a lot of thought.
Would you keep out of this? Now, your family and your friends are going to be very proud of you, Mitch. It's the opportunity of a lifetime.
Well, yes, I know it is, but frankly, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I just kind of feel overwhelmed.
Well, of course you do. Why don't you just go home, talk it over with your family? You don't have to let me know until tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Oh, we move very fast in my administration. You're going to have to get used to that. Mr. Assistant Mayor. Becker.
Now, Rosemary, you're going to take care of the camel. You're going to have to make sure he only eats 6 carrots a day. If he eats more, he might get digestion and get sick. At least that's what old Al says.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Nancy. Oh, Mitch.
Mrs. Hardwick.
I'm so happy for you, Nancy.
Oh, thanks.
Bye-bye, Mrs. Hardwick.
What's she so happy about?
Well, your new job as assistant mayor.
Well, how'd she know about that?
Well, she knows everything that happens in this town.
She sure does.
Oh, Mitch, I'm so happy for you, too. Congratulations, dear. Come on.
Noah? You're up pretty late, aren't you?
I thought I'd bring you some milk.
Thanks.
What you doing?
Just straightening out the books from the zoo.
'Cause you're going to leave? What am I going to tell the kids? They're planning on working at the zoo all summer.
I know. I'll talk to them, Noah. They'll find other things to do.
Yeah, but they won't like other things as much. Dad, do you really want to work for the mayor?
Well, sometimes you have to do something you don't really want to do.
On account of you're going to make more money?
No, it's not that. It's just that when you get to be my age, you have to sort of look to accomplishing things in life. I've never done very much, you know.
You have, Dad, at the zoo.
Thanks, Noah. You may be a little prejudiced, but thanks. Night.
Not Dad. It costs a quarter to get in.
A quarter? A quarter. Who'd have thought that I'd be asked for a quarter to go into the zoo?
You don't have to pay it if you can't afford it. It's just kind of a donation to take care of the new animals.
I see. The new animals, huh? Thank you very much. Say, That's a mighty fine Wallace goat you have here.
Sure is pretty, isn't he, mister?
He sure is. I see you got quite a lot of children working here.
Yeah, sure lots of fun.
Can you tell me where I can find Mr. Collins?
He's up in the next pen with a deer named Bambi.
Bambi? That's a mighty fine name for a deer.
There. That ought to do it for a while. Till she bumps it again.
Gee, Dad, you're a good doctor. Dad, it's old Al. Hi.
Hi, Noah.
Hi.
Nice to see you, Mitch.
We missed you, Al.
Yeah, where have you been, old Al?
Oh, I've been fishing, and I brought some home for Pancho and his friends.
Gee, thanks. I'll go feed the penguins.
Seems like you have a lot of help around here.
Oh, yes. I could never do it without them. Al, I don't know whether you're looking for a job, but
Oh, no. I'm not looking for a job. I'm retired. I just thought I'd come in and have a look around and see how things are going.
I see.
You know, Mitch, you're doing a good job here. Of course, I didn't think I'd ever be saying it to you, but you are. Oh, you may not know it, but you're accomplishing a lot.
Accomplishing a lot? What do you mean?
I mean about the zoo and the children. How they love the zoo. You know, I can remember when I was a little fella, I always wanted to work in the zoo. And when I grew up, I did. And of course, these youngsters here have got more going for them than ever I had. The chance of a good education, for one thing. Someday, I suppose, they'll grow up important people. But I don't care how important they are. They'll never forget the joys of the golden summer days spent at the zoo. And that's where you're doing a good job, Mitch. You're making the golden days possible.
Is that true, Al? Will they really remember?
They'll remember every little thing. How is Gummy?
Huh?
I said, how is Gummy?
Fine. Just fine. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. I mean, maybe he's not fine. I mean, nobody's taken his blood pressure in over a week.
In over a week?
Yeah. Well, you know how kids are. I mean, they're great with the younger animals, but with the older ones, they have trouble. I mean, they're always forgetting how many carrots to feed the old camel.
That could be trouble.
Yeah. Al, do you think maybe you could stay on here and kind of help me handle some of these problems? I couldn't pay you much.
I don't need much. You say you haven't taken Gummy's blood pressure in over a week? But I think I'll go down and give the old fella a look over. You say the medical chest's down in the shack still?
Sure. I'll walk down with you.
Fine.
Have to make a phone call.
Hey, Dad! Where are you and old Al going now?
Down to the shack. Al needs his medical kit. He's gonna be working with us from now on.
Dad, does that mean you're gonna stay at the zoo?
Sure. Where else would I go?
Gee, Dad, that's terrific. We're gonna have a great zoo.
That's right, Noah. Between you and your friends and Al and me, we'll probably have the best zoo in the whole world.